Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Suburban Homesteader Y-AZ, Arizona. And here on my table where my Christmas tree is, I have a new item. They did send this to me for free, so I'm doing a review on it, and it's called a hope garden. And one of the reasons why I really liked it is that this bottom part right here is clear. And so you can really use it as an educational tool for your kids or grandkids so that they can not only see the plants growing up above, but what the root system looks down below. So let's unbox it and I'll show you all the parts of it. And then in a few weeks, when it's really starting to grow, I'll do another video so that you can see how the roots actually grow within a hope garden. I received a hope garden. Now, you guys know that I love my hydroponics, and this is a really unique one. Now, I've had everything from, AHOPEGARDENs to different companies, but why would I like this one better than any of the other ones? Well, I like the 12 pods. A lot of them will have 15, 18 pods anymore. It's way too crowded. But let's open it up. And I'll show you the features that I really found interesting, that I thought this is something I can use educationally with my grandkids. Now, I did get this for free, and I'm doing the review on it. So I'm going to do the unboxing review, and then I am actually, after a while, when the plants start to grow, I'll do another one so you can see the parts that I love the best. Warranty 24 months, which is great, is unusual. And then it has a great book on everything about a hope garden. So let's take it apart. Everything's inside. So I'm just gonna take the top and I'm just gonna put it over to the side here. In fact, look at all these lights. Fabulous, isn't it? Now this is where you're going to put your little seedlings in. This is the top. And I'm just going to take some of this out first because I want to show you the thing that I loved the best about it. It's clear. You can see my feet. I'm sitting on the floor. And it shows you the water level, but as the plants grow, my grandkids can literally see the roots forming. They're just going to be so excited about this. Of course, this is the pump. And let's go through the packages. Now, this is what holds soil, the soil medium. And they come apart. There's actually 12 of these. This package just has 6 of them in. This is the soil medium, and it does expand when it gets wet, and so it will literally fit right into this little part. And in turn, that's going to fit right inside the lid. This container has caps in it. So if you weren't using all 12 of your little seedling holders, you can literally just put a cap on that. And I'll show you when I put it all together how that works. And so then you're not having the evaporation, the light that's going into the water. Also, stickers. I can cover the caps with that if I wanted to. This package has a lot of things in. This is a cap that after I plant it, it will make a little greenhouse effect. We have some little stakes, if I want to use stakes to say what kind of lettuce or tomato or flower or whatever I'm growing. And then it also has some stickers so that I can write the name of the plant and the date that I planted it, so that I can really keep track of everything. One of the boxes had the power cord. These are the nutrients, and they're powder form, and so I will add water to them, and I'll show you when I do that. It's a matter of adding water and then shaking it. So let's put everything together. Just a little note. The pump doesn't make any noise at all, and it runs 30 minutes and it's off 30 minutes. Now this is the back side, and this cord goes to the pump, and this one is the power. Now I can plug it in here, but I don't want to plug it into the wall until I'm ready and it has water in it. So this will go right in here, and it just sits in there. You just have to pull up to adjust the height, and as the plants grow, you would have that higher. Now, it will go all the way down to there when it's just the seeds and the medium. Experience has told me that if you fill all of these, at first it's totally okay, but depending on the plants and the levels that you have, it gets too crowded. And even the root system gets too crowded because there's just too much plants and they're growing so well. And so I have 6 of them in here, and you could arrange them however you wanted to. Like I could move this over here. I just replace the cap. The design is up to you. But this is the configuration that I am going to do, because I'm actually going to grow lettuces in here. Now, one of the features that is too bad for, I'm a little disappointed is they don't provide any seeds at all, where even if the people chose not to have those grow those seeds, it would be nice, especially when it's a gift, that it had some kind of lettuce seeds in there, just for somebody to try and everything was with it. Well, I was just going to do lettuce. Here's my lettuce blend. But I decided, why not do some parsley, chives, violets, and basil too, just to give it a little more color and beauty and variety. So you can see how the different plants are growing at different rates and their progress. Trick is, if you soak these, you could soak them overnight, you soak them for a few hours, they'll germinate faster. The other thing that we have to soak is the medium, which is really, these are actually just really sponges. And we're going to just let them absorb. They're in some warm water. We're going to let them absorb, and the seeds are soaking, and we'll put it together. You can see how they've expanded and soaked up all of the water that they can. And my seeds have been soaking. I have 3 in each one except for the Johnny Jump Ups, the violets. I've just found when I planted those, I usually need more than what I think. But all the seeds are different. And so we are ready to put it all together. I've made my little tags: violets, chives, basil, parsley, and 2 lettuces. I put the stickers right here. So basil, then chives, parsley. And I put those 2 tallest ones, actually the chives will be tall too, to the back on the outsides. Then we have the lettuce, the violets, the Johnny Jump Ups, and then some lettuce again. And the lettuce should be able to just cascade off. So let's put one together. So we have the container, we have the sponge, so we're going to push that in. See how much bigger it got than when it was dry. And we're going to start with the basil. Now you could use tweezers, however you want to put it in there. But see how it's started to expand, and it needs to go into that little hole. So I'm just going to take a toothpick, and I'm just going to push that down in there. And I'm going to put 3 in each one. So I have all 3 of them in there. I'm just going to push the other 2 down in there. Now, let's take the sticker. And I did punch the hole out of the center. Now, the reason why they recommended, oh, look at one of them ripped. I can still fix that. To put this on here is just so that it will stop algae growth from the light. So I'm just going to stick that on there. We'll get that other little piece. We'll put that right over there. It just helps the light And see how it's perforated? That's why it ripped easily. It's so that when the plant starts to come up, it just pushes. And then of course, this little cap goes on top to make a greenhouse effect. So I'm going to do all of them, and we're going to put it all in to our Hope Garden. So we have everything set up. The only thing we have to do is finish filling our water. We want 4 liters. And so it has this little cap over here. Let's turn this a little bit. And you can just fill it right there. So at any point when it gets below the 4 liters, you can just fill it up. And it looks like we are at 4 liters. So then we can plug it in and start the process. So on the top it has the power button, the pump, and then depending on what you're growing, say lettuces versus tomatoes. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the power on. That makes the light come on, the pump turned on, and we're actually at 16 hours right now. If we wanted to change that, we could change that, or we could go over to tomatoes and have it at the different ones. But for right now, we're going to go at 16 hours. And I'm lowering that down. Oh, sorry, I touched that. The pump doesn't make any noise. I'm going to close this lid over here where you add the water, and we will just wait for them to germinate. After they start growing, I'll do another video to show you all the roots inside and how the garden is growing. Now this is called a Hope Garden, and I think it's just a great educational one, so the kids can watch it grow on top and the kids can watch it grow below. Well, I hope you think that was interesting, and you, if you're interested, I'll have a link below so that you can get a Hope Garden also. And thank you very much for sending this to me, and I appreciate it. Now, you guys know I love hydroponics, and so this is just so interesting because a lot of times I'll show people in my big hydroponic system back in Wyoming. I'll lift it up, and they're just amazed at the root system because we just see things above ground. We don't see that root system. And so this is a great educational tool for yourself, for your kids, and your grandkids. This is Sandi, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, and I'll see you next time.